So here's one thing that I wanted to say that one of the problems I think that a lot of women have when you start to think of, okay, yes, I know confidence is good, so I'm gonna start to be more confident. I'm gonna start to, and also magazines are always like, love yourself the way you are. You should, all that sort of stuff. We're constantly pummeled with change your body, fit these beauty ideals. And then if you don't, but you should love yourself the way you are, but change it if you can, but love yourself the way you are. And right, that's kind of the messaging that we get all the time. But one of the problems that I think that women have with this idea of loving themselves the way they are is that they get concerned. Okay, wait a second. If I allow myself to be okay with the way I am right now, is that letting myself off the hook when I really feel like I need to lose 10, 15 pounds, when I really should start exercising more or whatever, they really feel like they're going to be letting themselves off the hook, and that without that pressure that they're putting on themselves, then they will just, binge eat or let themselves go completely. So here's the thing. It's actually kind of the opposite. We have this idea that if we look in the mirror, we play boot camp sergeant with ourselves and say, okay, this is, you got to get rid of this and you got to fix that. Then we will shame ourselves into behaving properly. But it actually completely doesn't work that way. In fact, the more you beat yourself up, the more likely you are to binge, to skip your workouts, to feel depressed, which will cause that sort of cycle. And they've done studies on this. They did one, Matt, where they made a bunch of test subjects eat donuts. And then they gave half of the people messages of, self-compassion and said, hey, it doesn't matter that you ate the donut. We told you to do it. It's our fault. There's not even any calories in it. Don't worry about it. And then the other group did not get those messages. And then they had them sit and do like math or something like that. And they just happened to have candy on the tables. And guess which group ate twice as much candy? The ones that didn't get the messages of self-compassion, just unconsciously ate twice as much candy, even though they had just had the donut. And so this is the thing, is that if you are right now beating yourself up, thinking if I beat myself up, then I'll behave properly, I'll make myself feel bad enough in order to motivate myself, it won't work. It really won't work. And the second thing that I want you to know is that, exactly like Matt was saying, not only are men attracted to the way they feel around you, but they feel like that around you because you feel like that about yourself. Like there is nothing more of a turnoff to a man. Actually, I mean, Matt, correct me, I'm not an expert in this, but this is my guess. This is my guess, that when we put the burden on men to make ourselves feel good about ourselves, that's not a job they want. They don't want that job. We have to show up feeling good about ourselves. It's not their job to tell us that we're not fat or blah, 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 blah. Okay.